different layers of flavor that are in these ribs is mind-blowing. The sweet, the spice, the heat, the smoke.
Hey everybody, it's Adam. Welcome to the Roadside Gourmet. Today we're going to make campfire ribs. Now this is going to be one of my favorite recipes. It's been a while since I've done ribs over an open fire, so I'm pretty excited about this. Now this isn't a recipe that you would necessarily be cooking after a long day of riding and getting to camp. This is more a recipe that once you get somewhere and you've decided that you're going to be there for a couple of days, that you start to plan, because this cook is going to take between 4 to 5 hours. Today's episode has been inspired by Tim Collins. He runs the YouTube channel called 40 Times Around, and Rick and I started watching Tim's channel about a year ago, when we started really hardcore planning for the lap. And his channel is dedicated to everything related to motorcycles, camping, and adventure. And right now Tim has taken off on an indefinite motorcycle camping life. I can't even call it a trip, because it is going to be his life for the foreseeable future. So Tim, we have the utmost respect for you. What you're doing is absolutely amazing. It's inspired us. Thank you so much for everything that you do and all of the videos that you produce. For everybody watching this, if you haven't checked out Tim's videos, please go to his YouTube channel, 40 Times Around. I'll put a link below to that. Okay, so our ribs. I've already pre-made my rub. This is a rub that I use when I'm smoking ribs, whether that's on my smoker, on the barbecue. I'll even use it if I'm doing ribs in the oven. But I'll leave the exact recipe for this down below as well. But yeah, this rub's been with me for a long time. Never let me down. On the back side of these ribs, there's a membrane. Now it's called a silver skin, and you can leave it on. It's not imperative that you take it off, but I find that to get my rub really and get my flavor really through these ribs, I like to take it off. So I'm going to show you a quick little secret how to take it off. It's not much of a secret. If you YouTube how to take it off, it's everywhere. But all you just need a little knife, and use the flat edge. Don't use the sharp edge, and just tuck it right underneath your silver skin, and then get your finger under there and just work your way underneath. And just start working that silver skin away from the meat. And now it does get pretty slippery, so first life hack of the day, a little bit of paper towel, and you can grip that and just start pulling it along. You don't want to pull too hard, because you can tear this, and then you have to start that little process all over again. And here where I cut, we need to pull there. So just with a few little tugs, that silver skin comes right off. Now I've got that fat, I've got access to the meat, so my rub can go right in there. So we've taken the silver skin off of these ribs, and now all we're going to do is we're going to take my rub and just apply that nice and liberally. So we have our rub on there. I'm gonna let this rub sit on here for about 2 hours before I even do anything with these ribs. So in the meantime, I'm gonna build a fire. I don't even have a fire pit here right now. Throw these into a baggie. Hey everybody, I'm back. So these ribs have been sitting in their rub for the last 2.5 hours. And so we're just gonna get them on this grill and let the fire do its work. And there we go. So I will be adjusting the height of this up and down. I'll be playing with the fire. But really, when it comes to cooking ribs, there's no big secret other than patience. I have Tim Collins' book on my e-reader. I think I'm just gonna park myself in the hammock and relax for a little while. We're gonna let these cook like this for a couple of hours, and then I'll show you how we're gonna turn our little cooler here into an oven. Okay, so here's a little tip for anybody who wants to start cooking outside and have camera gear around. When you tie a hammock to a dead tree, you need to make sure that you know where the tree limbs are going to move when you sit in that hammock, because I just sat in the hammock and the tree pulled the camera into the fire. Now thankfully the camera seems to be okay. It seems to be all right. Now that none of my camera equipment is melting in a fire, I'm gonna go into the hammock, read Tim's book, and actually relax, assuming nothing else falls in the fire. Then I won't be relaxing as much. But okay, I'm gonna try relaxing. Whew. everybody, we are back. Welcome to the show, Rick.
Thank you for having me.
Cheers. Rick's been at work all day.
I hope you've enjoyed your day of relaxation.
It's been awesome. I've
hammock?
literally the day in the hammock, pretending to take care of a fire, and reading Tim's book. So yeah, it's been a great day.
All right, perfect.
How 40 times around is for you?
Sure. Basically, Adam introduced me into the 40 Times Around community and Tim's page, and started off as an excellent resource for us to pull some experience from. We've never done motorcycle camping, and yeah, Tim's very knowledgeable in that area, so it was a great resource. As Tim's journey has progressed, it's inspired us on our journey to make sure that we do it right, and our planning is done, that all our ducks are in a row, and it's now become something that we look forward to Tim's videos every Tuesday and Friday. It's I wake up to them. He's definitely been an inspiration for me personally, and both of us.
Yeah.
The indefinite trip that he's doing right now is absolutely amazing.
It's honestly mind-blowing, right? Like I look at our trip, and I mean 7, 8, could be 9 months. It seems like a really long time.
Yeah.
But Tim is literally going indefinitely.
Yeah.
Like that's so awesome.
No
so
ties.
Awesome. All right, Tim. So here's to you, my friend. Hopefully, the three of us can cross paths during our journeys, and if not, you're an inspiration. You're a man amongst men. Salud. Now, let's talk about some ribs. I'm not going to be carrying a basting brush on the trip. So here's a little life hack. Some green onions, which we are going to use later, work quite nicely as a basting brush. So we're going to take my basting again. I will leave the recipe for this. And we're just going to heat these ribs.
How long have these been on?
Just over 2.5 hours.
Nice. Over heat, not fire.
That's correct.
All right.
And managing the fire has been interesting, so it's been...
Well, it's been tough from the hammock, I'm sure.
So we're just going to turn them.
That nice char on the backside.
Yeah. Like, they're already wanting to come apart.
Yeah.
But we've still got probably close to 2 hours to work on these ribs.
Perfect. Low and slow.
Yeah. Everything's nice and hot. We've got that glazed. What we're going to do, we're going to wrap these in tin foil, and we're going to put them in our cooler. And so a cooler will work as an oven. If you add hot things to it, it will stay hot, right? So with the cooler, this is going to continue to cook.
I feel like that's a working man's piece there.
That's a working man's piece. So that's your piece?
Because
I was hammock man.
You catch on quickly.
I do. All right, so this cooler is now chocked full. We're going to close that up.
Contain the heat.
Keep the heat in there. And about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, we're going to come back to this. We're going to get the fire roaring, and we're going to do a final glaze of these, and then we're going to have some ribs to eat.
Beautiful.
Hey everybody, we are back, and really excited to see how these ribs have done. Look at that though.
Oh yeah. Yep.
That's beautiful. Getting hungry yet?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
It's been a long day of working.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
Want to try some ribs?
yeah,
Yeah?
definitely.
Yeah?
Yep.
Which one do you want to try?
I say go for the big rack.
Let's go for the big rack.
Yep.
Look at that.
I am ready.
All right. Let's go.
Oh,
Oh,
wow. Wow. That could be my favorite so far. Our
Really?
favorite meal.
dude.
Yep.
Right on.
Yeah.
Tim, if there's anything else you want to see us make, brother, just let us know. We'd be happy to do it. Salud.
Before I get too messy here, if there's anything you'd like to see us make, leave it in the comments below. Be sure to click like, subscribe, and share. Click on the bell, get the notifications anytime we have a new video going up. And you can learn how to do this too.
Bon appetit.
Touché. This episode of Roadside Gourmet was filmed in front of a live studio audience.